Well, good morning, everybody. It's a lovely morning today. The garden's looking so much better. Got the curly dock all chopped out of the raspberries, so you can see they're looking a whole lot better. Turned off the sprinklers, so it got their good watering. Pumpkins are, that one especially is starting to crawl right out of the tires and vine its way around. That's why I have to keep an eye on them and make sure the vines go in the direction I want. Got a big pile of curly dock here. It's all in my haul away pile that I'm starting, a new haul away pile. You clean up, you make piles, and then you get somebody to help you haul it all away. But things are out here looking so much neater, so much cleaner. Did a good watering last night on my garden. If you notice, something is not there anymore. One of my neighbors, when I posted on Facebook saying, anybody want any sunflower starts? She said, I want them. She came over and got them last night. And I'm still transplanting marigolds. Got marigolds all transplanted. I've been transplanting marigolds into this bed, so we got them here. Oops, I'm still zoomed. Okay, so we got some marigolds there. I still need to finish getting around the bed. Got a few empty spots here that need some marigolds and that, but yeah, they're blooming. I told her if she wanted to, she could come and get some marigolds too. Whether or not she actually will, I don't know. But yeah, I've been cleaning up here. Still got so many little tiny ones that keep popping up. You know, I cleaned out this area and there's more. They just keep sprouting. Tomatoes are doing good. Everybody's getting nice and big. My peas, got to show you this. My peas are putting on. I picked a few of them last night, but I got little peas. I don't know if you can see them, but I got little peas. They're putting on just here. Yeah, see? I got peas. There's a few that were getting pretty fat. For some reason, they're, you know, for sugar snap peas, they're just kind of short and fat. They're not the long, skinny things like you buy in the grocery store. Really short and fat. And I'm going, short, fat peas. Okay, you're not supposed to be climbing up the... Yeah, get in there. Yeah, my carrots are... These are from last year. So this year my carrots are going to seed. As you can see, there's a seed head. It's going to be blooming soon. And I'm just going, oh well, they didn't really grow much last year. I mean, they were short and little. And they didn't get very big. A few carrots I got out of there were tiny, skinny little things. Not even as big as my little finger, but... Oh yeah, that looks like a good one. So, yeah, got some peas. They're very yummy. My squash are doing really good. And this one, I'm hoping we're going to get some baby squash. We're getting the right flowers. And I hope that one's going to be a baby squash. That one's blooming early. The others are getting ready to bloom. You can see all the buds. I'm excited to get some zucchini here. So, yep. Yeah, there's the dogs. They're wondering why I'm out here at 6:30 in the morning, wandering around. Dax wants to go back in the house. He's like, it's still a little cool out here, Mom. It's not that warm. Let's go back in. My dogs are spoiled rotten. I'd rather be in the house than outside running around. Oh, sorry for the finger. There we go. Okay. Let's go let Jessie in. Someday I'm going to get rid of that old 70s linoleum. Well, at least hide it. It's on particle board. Hard to get rid of, but I can find something to put over it. Alright, Jessie. There you go. Come on, old lady. Yeah. Okay. Everybody's happy. Lily's happy. Dogs are happy. Happy dogs. Alright. You're good kids. I love you. Even the ornery old lady there. Say hi to all the people. Here comes Rosie. Alright. Let's sign off for now. Good evening, folks. Sunset tonight was just beautiful. I was busy working in the garden. Bet you all might want to see this. Look at that. There's the big butte. See the glow. Glow on the underside of the clouds. All that spectacular color. Had to catch it. It's fading fast. I had to catch it all for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Good evening and see you again. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Yep, we got nice cloud cover today. So it shouldn't get up into the 90s, I don't think. There's a very slight chance we might get some rain. I mean, rain would be nice, but have no idea. The Nanking cherries are starting to ripen. I've actually had some years when they were all ripe and picked by now, but not this year. This year they're just starting to ripen, as you can see. Still a lot of green ones. And I should get a good bunch of them, even with all the birds around here. I didn't get any of my Rainier cherries though, because I didn't get my bush covered with garden cloth. I mean my tree, Rainier cherry tree. And the birds picked and ate them while they were still green. Not a single Rainier cherry this year because I just... so much to do. And I didn't get a chair and climb up there and climb my tree and get it covered with garden cloth so the birds couldn't get the cherries. Oh well, there's always next year. But as you can see, the birds have already been at it. There's a couple of half-ripe cherries. They're very, very wasteful. And once the cherries fall onto the ground, they don't do anything. They won't go after all the ones they knock onto the ground. You don't see them hopping on the ground, picking up the cherries off the ground. And they usually just go after the ones that are way up high, because this is big bush. A lot of it's out of my reach. I get what I can. Let's see. It's almost ripe enough. It's kind of red. Could be a little sweeter, but yeah. Nanking cherries. And yes, nice cloud cover today. Maybe we'll get some rain. We could use a little rain. Humidity's at 74%. It never really got that cold last night. Temp stayed in the 60s, which means even with my windows open, my house didn't cool off as much as I would have liked it to. It's currently about 60 degrees outside right now. Watered the garden and the pumpkin patch last night. Got robins already out flying around. They're looking to get a free meal. Been digging up and putting some marigolds along this side of this raised bed here. Got a few more empty spots along the edges that I can get filled in. Got plenty over there to dig up and fill in with. Everything's gotten well watered. It's looking happy. My zucchinis are looking really happy and big. They're just really getting big here. So, hope some of these have been getting enough. I don't know if I've been getting any male flowers. I had female flowers just blooming like crazy. Usually the male flowers bloom first and then the female flowers. But the only flowers I see blooming are the female flowers. I don't see a single male flower. There's another female flower. Full bloom. And this one was in full bloom yesterday. It's all closed up. That one's already lost its bud. As you can see, I got male flowers, but they haven't been blooming yet. So, not too sure about that. This one's getting a few buds, but again, the buds I see, that biggest one down there, that one looks like it's going to be a female flower. I don't know, usually the male flowers all bloom first. I got a little blossom on my one and only eggplant. I think this eggplant's going to be here for decoration. I'd be surprised if it actually produces fruit. I think you need at least 2 of them so they can cross-pollinate, and I only got 1. Tomatoes are looking happy here. Getting big. Trying to crawl out of your frame, I see. How about we move you back in? There you go. So, yeah. Some of these birds have been eating. Those look like tomato seeds in there. Some of these tomatoes have been getting eaten by birds. Okay, got a stick in here. Yeah, I gotta come through and weed. I got my crop of marigolds here is doing well. Oh well, didn't have anything else to plant in this end of the garden this year. By the time I got any money that I could use to go to nurseries, all the edibles had been sold. No more veggie plants, and it's getting late in the year to start any. Just got real busy this last spring, and it got so cold that it was hard to know when to do starts in the house. So unfortunately, some of the things I could have started in the house at certain times didn't get started the way they should have been. Got a weed sneaking up. Got some lamb's quarters coming up nice. Probably pick those out of the garden and make me a little bit of green salad there. Nice early morning out in the garden here. Last night's sunset, as you would have seen, was really, really spectacular. Moonrise was really late. I noticed it when I went to bed. The moon was really nice and orange coming up through the clouds. So yeah, those baby zucchini probably not going to be getting pollinated, so I'll probably just pick them and eat them as baby plants. So the pumpkins are doing great. Just want to just see, look at this. Look at that. It's just climbing out. I've at least got 2 varieties in here. I'm not sure what is going, but you can tell from the leaves that one of those starts was a different variety than the others. So, but since that came from those, I had both some white starts that I started inside from the seeds I'd bought, and I put seeds in the ground, and so who knows what's going to come up with that roller, but we should get some white pumpkins. Our jack-o'-lantern types are doing really good. I mean, you just look, it's looking nice out here. Looking nice. Got the whole thing weeded. Got my raspberries weeded. Trimmed out the canes. Hot weather we've been having up in the 90s, though, has just really done a number. Even with regular watering, the tops of some of my new canes, tops of the new canes have just been getting so dehydrated, they've shriveled right up. They'll put out more leaves. But these new canes, they'll give me my big berries later on this year. Right now, the only thing putting on berries is last year's old canes. And that's always a battle because the old canes, they're also starting to die back. So they're dying back and producing berries at the same time. I need to get out and soak because some of this foliage gets so thick that the sprinkler doesn't always hit down to the ground. As you can see, there's still dry dirt under here. It didn't get as wet as it should have, but at least has better chance now without all the weeds in here of getting water down to the roots. I do have a soaker hose. I want to get that going. Some areas get a little more water than others. So, yeah, you can tell where the sprinkler hit. But yeah, we got a lot of sunburned. It just so hot up in the high 90s, and tops just kind of dried up. But I got all the dead canes out and all the everything trimmed up and the weeds out, and it's been a lot of work these last couple of weeks trying to get this taken care of, but everything's weeded, mulched. And yes, there is a little pumpkin in that tire. It's just really been struggling. It's been slow growing. Yeah, I need to get the soaker hose going on the raspberries for the day. This poor thing just, yeah, it's been slow growth. And this is one that's been struggling since I first put it in. Need to give it a little extra fertilizer and finish getting the keep the grass from growing in here. This is that grass that has those Velcro type seeds on it, and I really hate it because it really sticks. But yeah, it's doing okay. It'll stand up later today. It's just been a little beat down. I really ought to mound some more dirt around there because, as you see down there, that little joint, it's trying to put out roots. So if I put more dirt over it, it will actually dig those roots in and it'll be a little more sturdy. Poor thing, I keep trying to mound it and the dirt keeps washing down, and I just need to get a bag of dirt and fill the inside of this thing up to the top of the bottom edge of the tires. And look who's peeking over the top rail of the fence. We got our sunflowers. Look how big they are. Look at that. I'll post a proper sunflower update. But they are getting huge. There we go. Yeah, you're the tallest one so far. Look at you. You're coming up through the wire there. That old wire from the old electric wire that we had run long time ago. Back when my daughter was young and she had a horse, we kept back here. Put a little electric wire along the top row so I wouldn't try to jump the fence, since I only got a 3-rail fence and not a 4-rail fence. I should have had a 4-rail fence. Oh well. Should have been a 5-foot fence, not a 4-foot fence. But someday I'd like to get some. But the sunflowers are doing awesome. And we will post another update on Sunday showing you just how awesome, and I bet by then they will all be peeking over the top of the fence. So, oh yeah, pumpkin patch is doing great. And yep, today is a beautiful day. Even my little peach trees are really doing good since I sprayed them for aphids. Oh, aphids were just killing them earlier this year. The top part of this little peach tree died off during the winter. It just didn't make it through the winter. But yeah, I had aphids that were just destroying it. As you can see, this part here is almost, it's got one little green leaf, new green leaf coming out, but the whole growth was killed off by aphids. It was dying. I sprayed. Yep, I went and got chemicals and I sprayed my peach trees, and now they have got some awesome, great growth. They've put on several inches of new growth. We still got some old curled leaves here. I'm not sure if that was just from the aphid damage or if we got new aphid damage that's curling these leaves. But we probably should spray them again. All I want to get on these trees, the growth that was showing on here, yes, that all died from the aphids. And a little fly buzzing around. But yeah, probably need to continue to spray, make sure the aphids are gone. But yeah, lots of new growth. We've got about 6 to 8 inches of new growth on these trees, which is good. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning in the garden. I'll talk to y'all later.